What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf, here to bring you some more information. So before we get started, I want to thank everybody out there for watching all of the videos and reaching out to me. I am appreciative, and I'm also a little overwhelmed. The donations still are coming in, and so that definitely helps to go another day. So we're going to keep doing that. So I also have noticed that the general bajillion emails that have been coming in with just random things that I've already covered have slowed down, which gives me the ability to bring you guys more information and whatever else. So thank you for getting the message to search through my videos before sending me emails. So I appreciate you guys on that. So applause to you guys out there. And as always, the people who are, paid subscribers and whatever else, you guys are helping to keep everything going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get started. So this particular video is going to be about, like, are you a vessel? And what do you mean by that? Are you a ship? Okay. Well, everything that they do is in international waters. Commerce. Well, what do you mean? Well, commerce is a way of navigating. Okay, just like when you talk about, think about like the bank. Why do they call it a bank? Like a shore has a bank. Why do they call it a highway? High waterways, okay, navigable areas where you can do business on the water. Remember, in the old days, a lot of places all did what? Trade by water, okay? This country wanted to do with this country, so they created a manifest, loaded the vessel up, took the vessel from here to there. That's commerce. When they got to that place, they docked, they landed on a bank, or they then they read their manifest and gave it there. They imported it from, or exported it from one country, imported it to the next country. So all those things are, that is their jurisdiction. Okay, so even though, and there's actually rules about doing commerce with what they call landlocked states, meaning they're states that don't have any water access. Okay, so essentially everywhere they go, everywhere they are claiming their jurisdiction. Okay, they're, we're like, okay, let's say like a courthouse, for instance. Some courthouses, like I think the one in Miami, even there's a picture, and you can Google Miami courthouse from above or something like that, and you'll see that from the top down, it actually looks like a ship. It looks like a ship with two smokestacks, and that's because a lot of these courthouses are really considered to be ships in dry dock, where the judge is in fact the captain or admiral of that particular vessel. And when you go onto somebody's vessel, you actually become one of the shipmates or somebody subject to the jurisdiction of that particular captain. Okay, that's one of the reasons why they want you to go into the courthouse. Okay, now remember, this is all educational information. Just a crazy guy in a box doing weird things, and you're listening to me talk. Okay, now that I got the disclaimer out of the way. So the further you go into the courtroom, especially past the swinging doors, you are privately contracting. Okay, you've willingly come onto somebody else's ship. If I have my own ship and you come on board it, you are subject to my jurisdiction, my whims, and whatever else. Now, that's one of the reasons why they're able to not have to base everything on, court and law. And also when the changeover happened in 38 with the Erie Railroad versus Tompkins, they eventually got off of common law for the most part and started going with, public policy. So essentially they're creating they'll take some of the laws into consideration, but they're still able to, make their own judgment because you're on their ship. So, how are you a vessel? You, in fact, are a vessel because the spirit that resides within you, or some people call it the hungry ghost, or the Shekinah, that energy, if you will, as weird as this might sound, is possessing your body. Science has already recorded that when the human body, the moment it perishes, it actually notices a measurable amount of energy instantly being released. We would call it your soul, the real you. Okay, so you in fact are possessing that meat suit. That meat suit is a vessel. Okay, so you're driving just like you drive a car. Your soul's driving your body. Like I told you guys, they don't want you to know the importance of who you are. Now, this is educational purposes, nothing religious here. This is information. So do your own research, as always. That's what this whole channel is about. But now, that being said, so you're doing business with your vessel. Okay, so you're a ship. Okay, and you're on the commercial or commerce waters, maritime jurisdiction, admiralty. So you're a ship, and they are a corporation or a conglomerate of ships. Well, if your vessel, and this goes into international waters, international treaties, whatever else, as a vessel, if you are flying their flag, which you are because you got the driver's license, the Social Security, the birth certificate, all these things, you're holding up their flag. Okay? Because you haven't put up your own flag, you haven't put up your own nation, you haven't told them who you are, you haven't named your vessel, all these things you haven't done. So when you don't do these things, what the law states, if you do not claim your own state, then in fact they will assume you're operating within theirs. Okay, which means they're invisible lines of jurisdiction. So if you're out there floating on the water and you have their stuff, well, you're definitely their property. If you're floating on the water and you don't have anything, let's say you're stateless or just nothing, then you can be claimed as a salvaged vessel. They're just going to swoop you up, come on over here. Why? Because you've never rebutted any of their presumptions. Okay? Kind of like you. If you find $1,000 with no name on there in a stack, aren't you just going to probably take it? Or you're going to, oh, whose is this? I'm just going to leave it here. You're your own thing. No, you're going to scoop it up. Some of you guys, you can have a name on there. You're still going to take it. But hey, do what you do. Do what you like. So that's the same thing. That's how this all is. It might sound weird or silly or even, symbolisms and, whatever you want to call it. It's not the same thing. No, that's exactly what it is. It's a jurisdiction. Okay? They might have some different, actually I'm using their words, so it is the same thing. I know because that's where I got it from. All it is reading their information and deciphering it. Okay? So that's the whole thing, guys. You, in fact, are vessels, but are you who owns that vessel? Okay? Which is why the creators of our country said that we are endowed by all of these natural rights given to us by God or the universe or the conscious energy, and so we put a number of those things into the Constitution and said, hey, we are reserving these things so that we can enjoy our freedoms, and we are limiting corporate policies, corporate states, corporations, corp, body. That's what it means in Latin. Corp means body. Ation, you're animating a body. Okay? Sounds like you're conjuring something here. You're manipulating what? A vessel. You're manipulating a body, corporation, a vessel. You're manipulating it. Got it? See it? Good. All right, so that being said, guys, that's why I try to make sure you guys understand that you need to, come up with who you are, know who you are, and then walk the walk. Now, this does not excuse you from stupid actions or criminal things that you've done. There's always a way to compensate or deal with it, but in general, a lot of you guys are just contracting with, because you've never known another way. So that's why I tell you guys, you have to do your own research. I'm here to put you on the path, not here to walk it for you, okay, or with you. You have to do your own. But, so that's it, guys. You are, in fact, a vessel. Who owns it? Who's claiming it? What jurisdictional... See, the whole thing is these are jurisdictional waters, or they're international waters, but the boats, we as vessels, can have our own individual jurisdiction. We can be a part of their jurisdiction, you can be a part of somebody else's jurisdiction, and we can still we have the right to do commerce, international trade. They can't keep us from doing that. They might limit it and try to hide it because we're still utilizing some of their highways, some of their byways, some of their water lanes, if you will, their channels, okay? So these are all their words, okay? So when people hear me say, using their words, it's because if you don't speak their language, you won't know what's going on, and you can be pulled in. So beware of what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're contracting, and put your own flag up on your own vessel and navigate cautiously in these waters. Talk to you guys later. Badwolf's over and out.